some point, you got to put that rock in the hole. Ask the Badgers about that.
Yeah, well, you don't have to look any farther than that. It's the Pointers and the Eagles. We'll be back with more on our pregame show in 1 minute. This is UW-Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Once you realize that you're standing inside of a giant beer barrel, you'll know that this isn't just another restaurant. Now go on, open. With dozens of topping options, steaks that always satisfy, or go for the fish fry. Now, you don't have to wait till Friday. It's served every day. The Hilltop Pub and Grill has 19 beers on tap, including 13 Wisconsin brews and a menu loaded with flavor. The Hilltop Pub and Grill, just west of I-39 and Highway 10 interchange in Stevens Point.
Hey business owners, when do tax laws actually work in your favor? They do now. Purchase a new business telephone system right now and you can write off the investment in year one. Buy from Unitel, a local award-winning dealership, and you'll get their A-plus customer service rating from great guys like Arnie, Phoenix, Jim, Jeff, and Fred. Don't wait. Now's the time to upgrade your company's technology. Check out other options at unitelinc.com or call for a free estimate at 344-1962. It's a great time to buy a new business telephone system.
Back out at the Quandt Fieldhouse of the UW-Stevens Point campus as we prepare for the start of, a very important game. And I guess, they're all important, John, but the current one is the most important, right? I mean, you have to find a way to win this one. And whether you win it by 1 or 21, we'd like a little breathing room at the end, but I'll take the exciting 1-point win if that's the way it would come to be.
Well, you're right. It doesn't matter. Form doesn't matter and how many doesn't matter as long as you win. But from sitting here, it's always a lot more calming when you're in the last 4 minutes and you have a victory in hand. But that's rare in the WIAC. It's a good conference always, year in and year out. It's a balanced conference this year. We always talk about if you're not ready to play in the WIAC, every team on your schedule will beat you, and that's never been more clear than this year in the WIAC. So tough one here tonight. I mean, I have a lot of respect for this Eagles team, and I got a hunch they would love to win here. Believe it or not, they have not won on this floor in 26 years.
That's hard to believe.
Goes back to the early 90s.
That is hard to believe with the scores they have had, but I can recall it. I have to believe it was a game where they were unconscious throwing the ball in the basket, falling backwards, ball was going in. We were just fit to be tied broadcasting that game all those years ago, and hats off to the Eagles 26 years ago, I guess. Let's make it 27 if possible here tonight. The Eagles really have a tough week, so they are not looking past anybody this week. They have this game, and then they go to Oshkosh. So what a tough week for Kent Dernbach's squad.
It is, and probably the biggest week that the Eagles have had in some years. Now, they have made the playoff. A couple years ago, of course, they won the conference. But they're trying to be there perennially, and they're trying to be a factor year in and year out. And 4-0 start, great beginning for La Crosse. And if they could go out on the road and get these two wins against two of the best teams in the country, boy, what a statement that will make.
Yeah, that would wake some people up. That would open some eyes. The rest of our schedule tonight, Oshkosh is at Whitewater, Stout at River, and Eau Claire is at Platteville. Our women, of course, tonight are over in La Crosse, and we'll try to keep you up to date on the scores of that game as that one progresses here. And then the men will be back here on Saturday as well, hosting Platteville. So this is a double home week, which is seemingly a rarity these days, but it'll be a nice one. Just a quick reminder that coming up this Saturday, I do believe, is the alumni game. That'll be at, I can't remember if it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon or possibly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you want to come out and see some of the former Pointers. I hesitate to call them the old guys here anymore, but come on out and watch some of our former Pointers play on Saturday afternoon before the Pointers play the Platteville Pioneers. Stevens Point and La Crosse should be an interesting game here today, to say the least, and important for the Pointers, as John just said, and I hadn't even thought of it that way, but I couldn't agree more. hold home court, because you lose 2 on your home floor, you are in jeopardy of not winning a conference title, and that is certainly goal number 1 for this group of Pointers. We're going to get a break for our national anthem, and we will come back and play a little college basketball for you and keep our fingers crossed that the mentor defeats, is it the mentee?
Sure. we'll go with that.
Yeah, sounds good. The Pointers and the Eagles. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. This is UW-Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCF.
Locally owned and operated, Rock and Roll Cafe is a proud UWSP sports sponsor. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. till 3 p.m. with extended hours on Friday. Come in and try their Rockstar skillets. Going out for lunch or dinner? Give the delicious gourmet burgers a try with them all. Rock and Roll Cafe also serves pasta, salads, wraps, and more. And, of course, their Friday fish fry. Keep it local and have your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Rock and Roll Cafe, where you're always treated like a rock star. A 50s-style diner with delicious homemade cooking. Located at 2801 Stanley Street, Stevens Point.
Hey sports fans, Scott Glinski, president of Skyward here. From the court to the field, the ice rink to the putting green, on the diamond and in the classroom, Skyward supports all local and state student athletes. For more than 35 years, our technology solutions have helped school districts improve outcomes, reduce costs, and achieve success for their students. Visit us online at skyward.com to learn more and see how Skyward provides a better experience for school districts across Wisconsin and around the world. Best of luck to all local sports teams this season.
Did you know Ligament & Willie CPAs is now Kerber Rose Certified Public Accountants? Kerber Rose has been providing businesses with a variety of accounting services for over 30 years. We continue to offer tax preparation services, business valuation, payroll processing, audit, as well as QuickBooks consulting to individuals and businesses in the Stevens Point area. Interested in learning more? Call us today to schedule your complimentary accounting review. Call 715-341-3232 or visit our website, kerberrose.com.
Back out at the Quandt, getting ready for the start of tonight's ball game here, and Stevens Point in their home whites, Eagles in their traveling maroons, and we'll wait and see how this one all plays out. Starting lineup for Kent Dernbach's La Crosse Eagles. They will go with 5'10" senior Talvish McCray from Neenah, 6'2" senior Tanner Brooks from Poynette, 6'4" senior Ben Meinholz from Oconomowoc, 6'5" junior Tarek Nesheim from Mount Horeb, and 6'3" senior Brendan Manning from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The Eagles are 11-4 overall and 4-0 in the WIAC. For our Pointers tonight, it'll be 6'2" junior Ethan Bublitz from Jackson Kettle Moraine High School, 6'3" senior Nate Dodge from East Troy, 6' senior Drew Fredrickson from Mount Horeb, 6'5" senior Cannon O'Hearn from Bangor, and 6'7" senior Brett Tauber from Madison Memorial. The Pointers 11-3 overall and 3-1 in the WIAC.
Scotty, I really think the key player in tonight's game is Ethan Bublitz. Ethan is a game-changing kind of player. He's explosive. If he can put a game all together tonight, I think that will be a crucial part of our hopes of winning this game tonight. Ethan's got to have a good one.
Yeah, and Coach thinks he's close to one of those breakout games, but it hasn't happened yet. We've seen some flashes where he's been really good, and then there's been some times where you can see he sat a year.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have all of his wind back yet. He gets a little more tired than he did as a sophomore. So we'll just hope that sooner than later, Ethan is back to near 100%.
Yeah, with that broken ankle, and his timing seems off still to me. He's still not fluid and in the flow. Sometimes a little bit out of control at times, and I just think that's rust still wearing its way off. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Good luck to both of these teams. This should be a dandy. If Coach Kent Dernbach and his family weren't such darn nice people, it'd be a lot easier to root against them tonight.
Yeah.
Talk
so
about
many people were so happy to see them here in the Quandt tonight.
Yeah. What a nice family.
Great family, and I know they have a nice contingent of fans here as well. So
here we go.
Right, we're going to jump center. Meinholz against Tauber. The Pointers win the tip, and we are underway here from the Quandt. Drew Fredrickson into the front court. He works it against Talvish McCray. Goes right side to Dodge. Dodge being guarded out there by Brooks. Across the way, it'll go to Drew. Up near the top of the circle to Bublitz. Ethan looking underneath. Goes left to Fredrickson. Wanted to go to O'Hearn. That's covered up. Send it around the horn. Into the right corner to Ethan. Fake the three. Gets it a little give and go. Goes to the hoop and missed the layup again. Boy, oh boy. Just missing layups. And then Tauber with a steal. Keeping the team alive here.
Yeah, beautiful give and go play there, and just missed another layup.
Ethan Bublitz out on top left. It'll go to Fredrickson. It was a contested layup, but one that Ethan's got to make.
But boy, the last 3 or 4 games, how many layups have our pointers missed?
Cannon O'Hearn backing his way in. Kick out, left corner. Dodge wants a 3 off the rim. No. Tauber another rebound. He will score the first 2 of the game.
2 offensive boards on that possession. Heck of an effort by Brett Tauber to start the game.
Up on top, it'll go there to Manning. Left side into the hands of Nesheim. Down to the baseline. Double teamed. Throws it back out to McCray. His 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Dodge.
Well, we doubled the ball, and they didn't make us pay.
Bublitz to Dodge. Heads left. Bounces it down on the baseline to O'Hearn. Directing a little traffic is Cannon. Wanted to back his way in. He'll take it into the lane. Comes to a stop. Kicks it out over to the right wing. Tauber right back to Ethan. 10 on the shot clock now. Pointers do like to take it. Fredrickson with a 3, and he's got it.
Yep, high ball screen from Cannon O'Hearn. Just a dribble to his left. Found some space.
Pointers like to work the clock down. McCray against Fredrickson. Sends it left into the hands of Meinholz. Backdoor stolen away by Drew Fredrickson. Beautiful job by Drew, intercepting, intended for McCray. Out on the right side, Fredrickson runs baseline to the corner. Dodge for 3, left it short again.
Boy.
And the rebound off to Manning.
Don't get any more open than that.
Up front, it'll come to Meinholz. To McCray, back up on top to Brooks. Manning on the right side, looked to have a cutter underneath, goes to McCray, over to the left wing to Brooks again. Brooks against Dodge, back outside. They'll go to Brooks in the left corner, off the rim, and the rebound will go to Ethan Bublitz. Bublitz into the front court, pointers up by 5. Ethan working dribble right, picks up that dribble now, needs a little help. Who's going to come and help? Tied down and almost threw it away. Nobody coming to help. Tauber with some trouble. Got it to Bublitz, saves it, out to Fredrickson. On top, it'll go to Cannon. 8 on the clock. Ethan trying to go baseline, blocked off, and a foul's going to go on Meinholz. Guys got caught there, John, and nobody moving.
Yeah, not a good possession. Kind of got the ball caught on the right side of the floor as well. Shot clock down to 5, and that foul came. Fortunate for the Pointers. We just were out of sync on that possession.
5-0, and the Pointers will inbound off the baseline here. Bounce it into Cannon O'Hearn. Trying to back his way in. Turnaround jumper. He's got his first 2.
Yep, Cannon working from the right side of the floor on that possession.
So the Pointers grab a 7-zip lead. Manning over to the right side will find Meinholz, guarded up by Tauber. Left side to Brooks. Top of the circle, Nesheim into the lane, turnaround 8-footer off the mark, rebounded by O'Hearn. Up it will come. Bublitz into the front court. Working dribble toward the top of the circle. Backs it away against Meinholz here. Ethan just holding dribble, finds Drew on the right wing, down to the baseline. Tauber up inside, no, but a foul.
Good activity that time by Drew Fredrickson, who came off of a low pick on the left side of the floor, came all the way out to the right wing, and that exchange of positions allowed him to find a posting Brett Tauber. Good beginning for Brett.
Nesheim with the foul.
Now see if he can make some free throws here.
First one is good.
Well, another
Say that again now.
Yeah, let's see if we can make some free throws.
Whatever works, right?
The Pointers had another quick beginning. We've started games pretty well this year.
And Brett makes 1 out of the 2.
As per usual.
Yeah. Wish he could get that corrected, but so be it. Talvish McCray. Pointers lead at 8-0 over to the right side to Meinholz. Trying to take Tauber on the baseline. Double team. Kick out. Brooks. Open 3, and he got it.
Boy, they doubled Meinholz a little early there, I thought, Scotty. And that allowed a good look on the top. They obviously do not want Meinholz to have the ball in his hand.
Bublitz into the front court, 8-3 Stevens Point. To Tauber, over to the left side to Drew Fredrickson. Man-to-man defense. I don't know how often the Eagles would pull a zone out. Cannon to the baseline. I think they might go zone more than the Pointers do. Cannon into the lane, spin move, short little turnaround jumper, got it again.
Well, once again, Cannon so patient with the ball in his hand. It just uses his strength to slowly back his way in.
Meinholz leaves it off for Brooks. Into the circle, gives it back out on the left wing to Neschheim. Meinholz going to take a tough three off the rim. Backside rebound to Dodge. Nate on ahead to Bublitz. Quickly left corner, it'll go to Drew. Drew will slow things down there, takes the dribble back out high, sends it over to Dodge, gives it off to Cannon, back up high left, it'll go there. Drew Fredrickson. Out it'll come to Tauber. Tauber handoff there to Fredrickson into the lane, bounces it to Bublitz, attacks down the lane, left-hand layup, left it short, tipped out by Tauber, but into the hands of La Crosse. That's 2 missed layups.
Yeah, it was a tough try. He was going reverse. It had the half hook left hand and just didn't get it up on the glass.
Down on the baseline with it is Neschheim. Kick out to Meinholz, trying to get by Tauber down the lane underneath. They'll get it to Manning, and he'll score for the first time.
Well, that's where they do a lot of their damage. They're not a great three-point shooting team. We're talking the Eagles. They get most of their points inside the arc.
Bublitz over to Tauber, handoff to Dodge, to the arc, back over to Drew, open three, high off the rim, and the rebound to Manning. Meinholz into the front court, stops at the arc, cut off by Tauber, kicks to the corner. Brooks up to Meinholz. McCray on the right wing, works it to the top of the circle with the dribble. Gets by Drew down inside, layup good.
Yep, able to beat Drew off the dribble, got inside, no help.
Just like that, you're down to a 3-point lead. Fredrickson on the left side. Long cross-court pass to Tauber, off to Ethan Bublitz. Stops his dribble, gives it to Brett, and gets it right back. Pointers with now 10 on the shot clock here. Fredrickson bounces it left baseline. Cannon O'Hearn taking Manning with the jump shot, rolls it off the rim.
Well,
tipped into the hands of
that's
Meinholz.
a win for the Eagles when they can get Cannon to shoot from 12.
Manning trying to go baseline, circles it up, can't hit the shot, and a foul is going to be whistled.
Yeah, sort of forced his way out of control. Got the call. It's going to be on Cannon O'Hearn, and we're going to get the media timeout right here, Scotty.
13-19 to go. Stevens Point with a 10-7 lead. On your Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, find your before or after game get-together at the Final Score, 2nd and Maria, Stevens Point. We will take a 30-second break and come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
If you're suffering from hip, knee, or shoulder pain, visit the specialists at Stevens Point Orthopedics, formerly Klaczynski Clinic Orthopedics. The experts at Stevens Point Orthopedics will work with you to get you back to what matters most, like your family, hobbies, or career. From your orthopedic issues to sports medicine and even in-house physical therapy, trust Stevens Point Orthopedics to help you win the fight against pain. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Call our office today and schedule an appointment or visit StevensPointOrtho.com to learn more.
All right, 13-19 to go here in the opening half, and Stevens Point hanging on to a 10-7 lead at the moment.
And shooting-wise, early to start the game, the Eagles 3 of 7 from the floor, 42%, just 1 of 4 from behind the arc. Of course, that's 25%. Our Pointers 4 of 10, 40% from the floor, just 1 of 5, Scotty, continuing to struggle from behind the three-point line. And we have made 1 of 2 free throws.
Start of the year, I would have bet we were going to be a good three-point shooting team, but it hasn't really worked out that way.
We were good shooters coming in. And, you know, as we're shooting, 36% from the three-point line. Nate Dodge is shooting 46, but after that, we really fall off. Drew Fredrickson shooting just 37% this year. He's a bit better than that last year. So maybe we'll get hotter in the course of this year.
All right, for Point, Blake Erkey and Garrett Nelson into the game. For La Crosse, Sam Burkhart and also Ethan Anderson. Now, you have to watch Anderson. He's a freshman, but he is a scorer, 6'3", out of Black River Falls. So whoever has him better be well aware of the fact he's into the game. Manning's free throw is good.
Yep, he's made 43 out of 50 this year. That's 86%. We need to play Buena Vista every night, I guess, for our three-point shooting.
Yeah, maybe that's
For some reason, when we see that team, we just light it up.
All right, down to a 1-point game now at 10-9. So the Eagles, after being down 8-0, have gone on a 9-2 run. Here we go.
And they've done it by getting the ball in the paint.
Yeah. Cannon O'Hearn, long cross court to Tauber. Hands it to Blake Erkey. Erkey reverses with the dribble, sends it out to Garrett Nelson. Drew on the left wing, wanted to go to Cannon in the post, tried to go baseline, sneaks in there all the way through, gets it out to Erkey, around to Cannon O'Hearn. 5 on the shot clock, and O'Hearn has it stolen away by Meinholz. Flip up the floor, all alone underneath Nesheim, and La Crosse with its first lead.
What a great play off the floor by Meinholz. Blake Erkey passed up a 3 that he has to take.
It will come out on top to Garrett Nelson. Over to the right side to Erkey. Carries the dribble up on top, guarded by Meinholz. Over to Cannon. Drew Fredrickson. Left corner, it'll go to Nelson. Nelson into the lane, down the lane. His bad pass stolen away now by Anderson. Got too cute. Burkhart back up on top. It'll go to Nesheim. Burkhart circles inside to the free throw line. Kicks it out on the wing here to Nesheim. Nesheim to Burkhart to the free throw line again. Tried to go underneath and threw it away.
Well, no surprise here on our offensive end. La Crosse is a good and solid defensive team. And right now, they've got us pushed to the perimeter, and we're not really sure where we're going to hunt a shot.
Garrett Nelson into the front court, all the way to the baseline, send it back out to Tauber. Well, you're down a little bit offensively right now with both Bublitz and Dodge on the bench, so some guys are going to have to step up. Garrett Nelson, high right side. Down to 10 on the shot clock now. Drew, 2 steps outside the arc, launches, can't hit it. Another rebound for La Crosse and knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by Erkey.
Yeah, good fight on the backside. But again, with the shot clock at 5, the best shot we could get was a relatively guarded 23-footer.
6'9" freshman Josh Dahlke out of Toma comes into the game.
He didn't have to go too far, did he, from Toma?
I guess not.
Right down I-90.
So the Pointers led at 8-0, trail 11-10. Cannon O'Hearn, just the offense has become stagnant. Drew Fredrickson over to Garrett Nelson. Gets a step, goes baseline, a little runner inside. No, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, good job of getting to the rim and drawing the foul, getting yourself some free throws. When you're stagnant or when you're struggling a little bit, getting to the foul line is always a good idea.
That's what they always say. Portesi frozen pizza and cheese fries. There aren't many pizzas. There's only one Portesi. Garrett will try to give his team a lead if he can hit 2. First one on the way is good.
Makes Garrett 19 of 21 on this season. Like to see Garrett get to the line a whole bunch more. 90% shooter.
All right, Matty Kerner coming into the game. That's good.
Yeah, good to see Matt. We haven't seen him for a few weeks. Of course, he was out with mononucleosis, so we'll see how his stamina goes in this game.
Garrett trying to give his squad the lead, and he got them both. Nothing but net on both of them. So Point regains the advantage at 12-11.
Both teams half-court, man-to-man. That's their systems. I doubt that you'll see too much different throughout this game.
Up it'll come Burkhart. At the controls, sends it over to Manning, to McCray. Now guarded by Nelson. Goes behind the screen on top, over to Manning on the right side. Takes it toward the elbow. Left side, nice job by Dodge. Tipped it away, intended for Anderson out on the wing.
Shot clock at 16.
Inbound will be Anderson. Over to Burkhart, off the screen, working toward the corner. Back out, it'll go to Manning. Manning across the way. This is Ethan Anderson. He'll launch a 3 and splashed it down.
As advertised, freshman out of Black River Falls. They've had some great shooters.
And there was a guy right there. Didn't have his hands up, unfortunately. Left side to Nate Dodge. We have to get him going here. Cannon O'Hearn on the left side of the lane. Great spin move, blocked away. And then recovered by Ethan Bublitz out to Dodge. Around it'll go. Nelson on the right side. Garrett looking, 7 on the shot clock, still looking, running out of time, runs baseline, kicks it out to Bublitz, jumper off the rim, no, rebound inside, pulled down this time by Dolke. Off to McCray into the front court, Eagles by 2, 14-12. McCray will get it to Burkhart. Oh, beautiful pass to Manning, easy bank shot, and he got it.
Yeah, and we just lost him in our defense. We allowed the ball all the way to the rim and then didn't have the backside guarded as well. That's just a blown coverage.
Well, you're getting so deep into the shot clock again, you don't have much. Ethan down the right side of the lane draws another foul.
That'll be on the big guy. And Ethan will go to the line to shoot 2. That should be on Josh Dolke.
That is correct.
Crosse can go big. They got a couple 6'9" kids.
That's his second personal foul already. Dolke. Ethan Bublitz at the line, shooting a pair. First on the way is good for Ethan. His first point of the game. Another one coming up. Stevens Point will be, the men will be at home on Saturday, a 7 o'clock game. Ethan's second bounces around and goes in. Aaron Knez and Drew Fredrickson and Brett Tauber all in for Stevens Point.
Well, see if we can do something to disrupt the Eagles' offense, Scotty. Lately, they've been able to penetrate off some high ball screens. And as we have helped and doubled the ball, they've just beat us to the next rotation.
Yeah.
It's been kind of easy the last few possessions for the Eagles.
Eagles up 16-14 with the basketball. Brooks into the front court. Manning over to Anderson. Guarded now by Bublitz. Sends it out to the high left corner to McCray. McCray against Drew Fredrickson. Meinholz back over to McCray, trying to work off the baseline. Takes it into the lane, down the lane, draws some contact. And we're going to get a foul on Brett Tauber, I guess. Yeah. Left his feet.
Pointers wanted verticality, but that's not what we're going to get.
Ooh. It's going to be on Aaron Knez, my bad.
Aaron went up belly to belly, hand straight up. But the contact came, call goes to the offensive player.
So Talvish McCray will get 2 here. First one is on the way and good. The Eagles go up by 3, 17-14.
You see the senior leadership by the Eagles. And get the ball in the hands of their seniors.
Second one on the way and good. So a 4-point lead for La Crosse.
Yeah, and they trailed by 8 early.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we kind of went cold. We got way too deep into the shot clock on many occasions here. You like to work clock, but boy, you got to end up with a decent shot.
Coach is using a lot more bench tonight, too, Scotty.
Aaron Knez working dribble over to the right side to Bublitz. Thought about a 3, got it off Drew, back off to Ethan. He'll take the 3 and in and out, no. Boy, just can't buy one. Knez comes out of there with it. So a good break there over to Bublitz. I mean, that was halfway down.
It sure was.
Right back out.
Rattled around, didn't want to go.
Fredrickson holding it up on top. 19 seconds on the shot clock to Knez. Aaron drops it in on the right baseline to Brett Tauber. Spin move, goes up, blocked away by Manning. It will be Pointer basketball. 9 on the shot clock, inbounding under the basket.
Good post move, better defensive play.
Knez throws it into the corner, out high, gives it right back to Ethan. He'll attack into the lane, and what do we get?
Got an arm bar. Foul. Yep, going to be a defensive foul on the dribble drive.
That's 8:43 to go in the half, and that's 5 team fouls now on the Eagles.
Yep, 2 against the Pointers.
Meinholz with his second, by the way.
Yep, at 8:43. Well, now they're discussing who is that foul actually on. The scoreboard has it on Meinholz. They're going to get it correct.
Okay, it was on Brooks. So not on Meinholz. That changes it a little bit.
And that's his first.
All right, Pointer inbound, still needing to get in sync offensively. Aaron Knez to a cutting Ethan Bublitz, who is fouled going to the basket.
That'll be a shooting foul.
This would be on Brooks again.
Yeah, just a simple inbounds play where Ethan came off the right wing and just ran to the inbounder and then cut baseline and was able to get a shot off going reverse.
It'll be Ethan Anderson with the foul, his first. So Bublitz right back to the free throw line here. Pointers trail by 4, make it 3.
And we'll be shooting now this final 8:41.
Yep. As long as you're making them, that's a good thing.
You know, the only thing kept us in touch right now, Scotty, is the free throw line, because offensively, Eagles have stifled us.
Made them both. 4 points for Ethan, all at the free throw line. Cannon O'Hearn getting set to come back. McCray up front, left side. Gives it up on top to Manning, who looked inside, takes the dribble to the arc. Over to Brooks, a deep 3, no. Rebound to Bublitz. Tried to draw a foul by falling over. The official right there didn't buy it. Bublitz, long cross-court to Kerner, off to Aaron Knez. Aaron working dribble up on top against Anderson. Gets it to Drew out on the right wing. Back to Matt Kerner, snaps it around to the left side. It'll go there to Bublitz, 10 on the shot clock. Gets a step into the lane, down the lane, and draws yet another foul.
Yeah, they're having a tough time now defensively against Ethan Bublitz, who has been able to repeatedly, Scotty, get into the lane off his dribble.
Ethan will be at the line for a 1-and-1 this time. Good job by Kerner and Knez as they come out.
Ethan, the most dangerous player on the Pointers team with the ball in his hands, and we know that he can make things happen. So far, he's been getting to the foul line.
Run into the 1-and-1. Wouldn't you know, that's the one you miss.
Yeah. Chance to tie, and not going to happen.
8:01 to go. La Crosse into the front court, off to Manning on the left wing. And we're going to get a foul on Stevens Point up on top.
Going to be a hold on Nate Dodge coming around a screen that was set for Ethan Anderson.
Yep.
And we're going to get the media
timeout. Yep. 7:56 to go. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing La Crosse on top, 18-16. Enjoy a sandwich and your favorite libation at the final score. Second and Maria, Stevens Point. We'll be back in 30 seconds. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Whether you prefer face-to-face customers.
They started cold, and now they, at this point in the game, are 6 of 11. Pointers just 4-15, Scotty, a dismal 26%. Fortunately, we've out-rebounded the Eagles 6-0 on offensive rebounds. Those second possessions have really helped us to stay close at this point. We're going to have to shoot better than 4-15 from the floor, 1 of 7 behind the three-point line. Give a lot of that credit to La Crosse. As we mentioned several times, this is a good defensive team.
All right, Eagles with the ball and a 2-point lead. It'll come to Burkhardt on the right wing, guarded by Dodge. Off on the right side, Nesheim finds Meinholz at the top of the circle. Handoff to Burkhardt into the lane, gives it outside to McCray. Top of the circle, Nesheim's 3. Barry didn't get hands up again.
He's a 37% shooter.
They all like to shoot it in the Quandt. I will say that. I think they have good shooting background or something. Don't you always seem to see teams shoot well here?
Seems that they're now 3 of 7 from behind the arc.
Into the right corner, it'll go to Cannon O'Hearn. Pointers down 5 now. Cannon backing his way in, double teamed, maybe fouled, didn't hit it. Tauber with the rebound, takes it up, blocked, and here come the Eagles.
Yeah, he waited too long and got swarmed.
Burkhardt into the front court. It'll go to Meinholz up on top. Eagles by 5. Nesheim had an opening. Now he drives it right down the lane. Missed the layup. Rebound tipped out to McCray on the left wing. All the way across, wide open. didn't take the shot. Nesheim inside, missed the bunny, might have been fouled, tipped out to O'Hearn.
Boy, we dodged one there. They had some opportunities.
A little surprised on the no fouls on a couple of them, but we'll take it. Cannon O'Hearn goes right to Drew Fredrickson. Talvish McCray knocked to the floor. Outside to Drew, looking for Bublitz. Throws it to Tauber out in the right corner, backing his way in. Tauber in trouble, looking, gets it to Bublitz. A runner off the glass, off the rim, no.
Another tough shot opportunity. Just not getting open looks.
Mine holds to the other end, into the lane, down the lane, kicks it outside. What is it that the Pointers just don't like to shoot early in the shot clock?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's good. Mine holds, gets a little space, but misses the jumper.
Good defense by Tauber. Yeah, we pass up early opportunities, Scotty, and I think that's part of the system, but sometimes you got to take the first good shot, because you get them in rhythm, take them.
Yep, I would agree. Cannon O'Hearn drops it into Dodge, left corner. Has the smaller Burkhardt, takes him inside, tries to go up, swatted away.
Yep.
Picked up by Meinholz, on ahead to Nesheim. Nesheim back out to Burkhardt to McCray. Nesheim open, didn't take the three there for the Eagles. Off to Meinholz, runs inside, scores a layup.
Yeah, beat two defenders that time. Nobody helped.
And now you're down 7, 23-16. Point wants a timeout. Point wants a timeout, 5:24 remaining. And this offense is struggling on its home floor. That's all I can say. I mean, it's ugly right now.
Yep, we're just not finding anything. And give La Crosse all the credit. That time, Nate, was able to beat baseline, the initial defender, but the help defense was right there. And they're quicker and able to get back out to help, and we just haven't been able to find anything at all, Scotty. And again, you're right. Sometimes we pass up good shots early. And
you got good enough shooters, you have to trust them to shoot it when it's there. Now, you don't want to start forcing. You don't want to take early offense for the sake of taking early offense, I don't think. But somewhere along the line, you have to find that happy medium.
Right, and against a good defensive team like La Crosse, if you pass up the one open shot, you may not get another.
We're getting down into the block, but we're getting shot blocked after shot blocked. I don't know what that number is going to look like the next time we get stats, but if you can't score it in the post, maybe you better find another way.
Yeah, the Eagles just quicker off the floor right now.
23-16 Eagles.
See if we get into the locker room.
Ethan Bublitz down to the right baseline, gives it out to Tauber. Finds Drew Fredrickson. McCray almost took it away from Drew up on top. Left side down to the baseline. Here comes the double team. Finds Cannon O'Hearn. Ought to be able to find a shooter off of that. Nate Dodge, top of the circle. Over to Fredrickson. Now again, 4 seconds into the lane. Out to Dodge. A contested three off the rim, and the rebound goes to Manning.
Struggles continue.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it, but there you go. Meinholz, we'll give credit to the Eagles. Works it right side, backs his way into the lane. Scores the layup with a foul.
What a nice move. Showed his back to Ethan Bublitz. Drop step to his right, finish with the left. La Crosse is feeling it right now, Scotty. Our offensive woes have given them a lot of confidence.
Well, that's why you got to find a way to get a basket here some way. That's the first foul on Ethan.
Meinholz, 85% free throw shooter, actually 86.
And it's a 10-point La Crosse lead.
Yeah, and we've been on 16 for a while. They have outscored us now 8-0.
Into the front court. Pointers started this game 8-0 with a lead.
Yep. So that's an 18-point turnaround since that early start.
Yeah. Left side, Bublitz. Brings it up, gives it off on the left side again to Drew Fredrickson. He'll attack into the paint, kicks it out to Tauber, right back to Drew. A deep three off the rim again.
One thing you're doing too, Scotty, is you're just not going out to the arc against our two forwards, and they're really clogging up the lane.
Manning into the lane, off on the left baseline. Nesheim, kick out Manning, and he's got it. Pointers are down by a dozen. And La Crosse is going to talk about it. Or did Point call the timeout?
I think La Crosse called the timeout.
All right.
30 seconds.
30-second timeout here by the Eagles. Let's take that 30-second break. We'll come back. Pointers basketball on WPCN. Let him back into the game, then we might be in trouble, is what he might have said.
Exactly, and who knows these Pointer players better than Coach Sternbach? Right now, he's put a good game plan together. They're not guarding our two forwards out on the perimeter, and they're just clogging everything up.
Drew Fredrickson on the right side. To Cannon O'Hearn outside the arc, runs baseline, bounces it to Bublitz, shovels it underneath to Tauber, double clutches, and finally a basket.
Well, now see if we can get a stop. Those have been difficult as well.
Meinholz brings it up, guarded by Tauber. Backing his way in, throws it to the right corner. Out to McCray, fakes the three, steps up, 15-footer buried.
Boy, little ball fake got Cannon in the air. We had two defenders leave their feet on that possession.
30-18, La Crosse. Bublitz into the front court. Gives it off to Fredrickson out on the left side. Looking for O'Hearn. Drew takes it back out between the circles, looks and comes back left to Cannon O'Hearn. Bounces it off to Tauber, out at the arc. That's not a threat. He'll attack off the wing, goes, lays it up left hand, no, had his own rebound and stolen away by McCray. Didn't strong arm it.
They didn't even guard Brett that time.
No. Meinholz down to the baseline, spin move, left hand shot off the glass, no, Tauber with a rebound.
Could have been a foul there.
Bublitz into the front court. At the arc, gives it off to Drew. Drew, a swat by Meinholz, got away with it, gives it off to Cannon, right back to Drew. Finds Dodge, takes the three, off the mark. He is 0 for right now.
Knapp struggling. He struggled at Eau Claire as well.
Meinholz up front, takes it in against Tauber, underneath Burkhart. Somebody lost him.
Yeah, that was Cannon. He got caught watching the ball, and they just back cut him.
Down by 14 is Stevens Point.
Crosse is just rolling.
Fredrickson on the right wing near the top of the circle. Looking at Bublitz. Meinholz could have gotten a foul there. Bublitz explodes down the lane, tipped away by Meinholz. They're going to say off of Meinholz and out of bounds.
Well, everything's going the way of the Eagles. Talk about momentum.
Yeah,
they grabbed their lead at 14-12 and have just not looked back.
We haven't made a shot, and everything is heavily contested.
They've outscored us 21-6. Coach grabbing the lead.
Dern is going to get Meinholz out before he picks up a foul. He's been reaching a little bit. He can do that with under 2 minutes to go. Luke Norcia, a junior out of Highland Park, Illinois, in.
And as our struggles mount, their defense just gets more and more aggressive.
Well, you panic all of a sudden. Cannon inside, short jumper, got it.
Tough shot. Well defended by Manning.
32-20, down by a dozen. Can you get it down to 8 before the half, maybe?
Be nice.
Over to the left wing, it'll go there to Cordes. Off to Manning on the free throw line extended. Cordes in the corner, back up on top to Nesheim. Handoff, drive it in. Oh, that's a travel. Got away with it, got it, and scored it underneath.
Yeah, he got away with a travel. He sure did.
Yep, absolutely he did there. 34-20, Cordes got a gift. Bublitz, long cross court to Tauber. In deep, it'll go to Cannon O'Hearn. 1:12 to go. Backs his way in again, throws it out. Dodge wide open, three, buried one.
Much needed. Yeah. You're going to get them out of the lane. You're going to have to hit some of those.
Down by 11. It'll go to Manning. Top of the circle, tipped pass by Bublitz again. Somebody lost Norcia there. He would have had a layup.
Yep, they feign going up and then they do some back cuts, and we haven't reacted very well to it. That time Drew Fredrickson was actually back cut on that.
Eagles will inbound off the baseline, and it'll come in long to Nesheim to McCray. Off the Nesheim screen, he'll get it right back. Ethan Anderson trying to go baseline. Freshman throws it out to Nesheim. Over it'll go to Cordes. Almost lost the dribble. Out on the wing to Manning. Turnaround jumper comes up short. That's a shot clock violation. Good defense.
Brett Tauber right in Manning's face that time. Forced a short shot and the shot clock violation. Well, we could hit a 2 or 3 here, Scotty. We'll be under the 10-point mark.
Unitel, voice over IP technology that works. Is it magic? No, it's Unitel. Ethan Bublitz went right to the rack and passed up a layup uncontested to get it to Cannon O'Hearn, who has his shot blocked. I don't think Ethan knew it, but he had nobody to stop him going to the basket.
And Cannon didn't read. The guy that was guarding him initially was McCray. Cannon could have just gone up and scored, and then he waited. And a help defender came and swatted that away. So didn't read that situation well at all.
Inbound, Dodge into the lane, kicks it out. 18 on the shot clock, 19 on the game clock. Bublitz to Fredrickson, down the lane, into the corner, got it to Dodge, runs it back into the lane, underneath to O'Hearn. Here comes the double team. Now you're down to 7 seconds. Dodge wants 3, and he got it.
Well, made him pay.
Here comes McCray quickly. He'll take it at the horn. Missed that one. And we will head to the locker room down by 8. It is La Crosse 34 and Stevens Point 26. We'll take a 2-minute break and come right back. UW Stevens Point basketball on WPCN.
Once you
You can't go and work for a software company that's quite like this.
With programming, you see this concept become a reality. And I think that's really rewarding.
When people first come in, they immediately realize they are a part of a family.
They really care that people are happy here.
You're going to find that you're going to get up in the morning and you're going to look forward to coming to work.
We've got a core of individuals that are going to reach a lot of new heights.
We're growing fast and always hiring. Apply today at skyward.com/careers.
coming in, the La Crosse Eagles have not won in the Quandt in a long time. Our question, what was the last year? Doesn't have to have a specific date. The last year that the La Crosse Eagles beat the Pointers in men's basketball here in the Quandt. 342-1010, the number to call. Eagles will have the ball. Let's see what happens, John.
Well, we're going to get a win here tonight. We're going to have to play one heck of a 20 minutes. I do not see the Eagles going anywhere. You're going to get their best shot, so you're going to have to be better.
McCray over to the left side. It'll go there to Neshheim. Manning out top, guarded now by Bublitz. Spin move in the lane, and they're going to call him for traveling. Great D by Ethan to start it off.
And to help, he wanted to spin away from Ethan, and Cannon read the defensive play and came over and doubled. That's actually when the traveling was forced.
Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. 34-26, it'll go outside to Cannon O'Hearn. Across the way to Tauber. 2 steps outside the arc. They'll get it to Nate Dodge. Gave up the dribble quickly. Tauber trying to back his way in. Goes into the lane. Gives to the corner. Bublitz going baseline. Lost it. Got it back. In trouble. Kick out around the horn. Fredrickson down low. O'Hearn. Short turnaround jumper off the rim.
Well, there's an example, Sky, where Drew had a great look at a three and did not even look to shoot. He's got to hit that shot.
McCray over to, and he can. And boy, that would be a huge shot if he had taken it and hit it. Up on top to McCray. Left side, it'll go to Meinholz. Down low on the left baseline. Manning trying to back in again against the smaller Bublitz. Outside Neshheim, 3 off the mark. Bublitz with a board. Pointers will look for the first basket of the second half. Ethan stops and finds Drew on the left wing. Sends it back out now to Tauber, to Nate Dodge. Fredrickson at the circle. Over to Cannon on the left side against McCray. Backing him down. Here comes the double team underneath to Tauber. He'll go up and score it.
Yep, made him pay. Good job of being active by Brett. Came, made himself a receiver. See if we get another stop.
All right, within 6. McCray near the top of the circle. Bounces it down low. Meinholz against Tauber, trying to sneak inside. Double teamed by O'Hearn. Tipped away and out of bounds off point. 18:09 remaining here.
Well, they're not going to let La Crosse post up either. Cannon is running to a double team when they start the post.
Come on, Nate. Meinholz will be the inbounder here. Does to the left or right corner. McCray gets by his man. Short runner. Missed it. Tipped. Saved by Neshheim. And then, unfortunately for the Eagles, lost out of bounds off the hand of Brooks.
You know, I think Brooks was actually looking at what he was going to do or where he was going to pass, because we really didn't react to that loose ball very well. And he took his eye off the ball just as it got to him.
34-28, Pointers trail. Bublitz heads left with the dribble. Finds Nate Dodge up on top, over to Fredrickson. Drew standing 3 steps outside the arc. Now goes to the left corner to Nate Dodge, covered up there. Drives it into the lane. Kick out to Drew. Back out to Nate. A quick catch, shoot. 3. He's got it.
Well, that's 3 in a row for Nate Dodge. And, of course, he shoots 46% from out there, our leading scorer on the year.
And you're right back into the game, down 3. Meinholz in the right corner, drives it into the lane. Pull-up jumper off the mark. Rebound to Cannon.
Cannon jumped too early, but was still able to get the rebound.
Fredrickson heading left, goes to Dodge, and a foul is going to be called on Brooks with a hole.
Yeah, he's been trailing off those ball screens against Nate. Once in a while, reaching out with his hands, getting him on the hip, trying to slow him down. And that time they called the grab.
So the Pointers will inbound off the left sideline. Stevens Point Orthopedics, sports medicine and physical therapy, world-class treatment with hometown care. Bublitz, Fredrickson, and he's fouled now by Meinholz.
Yeah, Meinholz just reacting to the ball. Knew that was a mistake, inadvertent, but a foul nonetheless.
That'll be his second.
2 team fouls now, early, 17:05 on the Eagles.
Pointers inbounded to Bublitz. Up on top against Meinholz. Keeps his dribble alive. Looks and finds Dodge. Wanted to go and finally does to Tauber down in the post. Back in his way. Spin move. Short jump hook. No. And a foul is going to go on Nesheim.
Well, suddenly we're finding some open shots.
Tauber will get 2 free ones.
I think one of the discussions at the locker room was, Brett, you've got to make yourself a scorer. They can't just help off of you. And he has. We've gotten the ball in his hands quite a bit here in the first, 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
The Rock and Roll Cafe opens 7 days a week with extended hours, Thursday through Saturday. Stop in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Well, we're back within 2, Scotty, after trailing by 14. So we have outscored La Crosse 12-zip.
Brett made the first. Can he make 2 in a row? This one on the way. The answer is yes.
Make that 13-0 run from the first half for Stevens Point.
34-33 Point trails. Meinholz on the right wing. Stops the dribble. Comes upside to Brooks. Heads left. Takes the dribble into the lane. Tosses it out to McCray. McCray inside. Tipped away. Got it back off to Nesheim. Double teamed in the post. Now everybody drops away. It's up to Cannon. Trying to back in. Cannon takes the flop, and we're going to get a foul off the rim. Cannon knocked down pretty good without a whistle.
And he traveled after.
They're going to call a foul on Bublitz.
Yep. Tell you what, that official spent about the last 25 seconds getting lectured by Kent Dernbach. And Kent got the call on his end.
Nesheim will get 2 free ones coming up here. 1-point game and make it a 2-point game. Eagles were 5 of 5 in the first half, now 6 of 6.
Yep. 2 Mount Horeb players on the floor, 1 for each team. Drew Frederickson and Nesheim, both from Mount Horeb.
36-33, Eagles make them both. Bublitz brings it up for Point. Looks and finds Frederickson into the lane. Had it tapped away, but got it back. Drew up on top. Looks and finds Bublitz into the corner to O'Hearn. McCray on Cannon. Cannon takes him into the lane. Short little runner, and he missed the bunny.
That was his easiest shot. All he had to do is just let it go over the front of the rim.
McCray can't take him, so you've got to exploit that.
Yep.
Manning on the left wing. Backing in against Ethan. Holding his own. Jump stop. Falling backwards. Kicked it out. Open 3. Off the rim. Rebound. Dodge. Up the right wing quickly. Frederickson. Drew trying to take McCray inside. Backside layup. No, and a foul.
That's the kind of aggressiveness I'd like to see from Drew more often, Scotty, is make himself a slasher, make himself a scorer, get fouls.
It is going to be the media timeout here. 15:38 to go. Pointers are back within 3. They trail it, however. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball on WPCM.
And they're really realizing how good La Crosse is.
Yeah. On the drive, and Ethan Bublitz misses a layup. not foul called again.
Wow, that was an easy foul call.
McCray into the corner to Burkhart. Drives it up. Bad pass stolen away. Drew won't take it to the rack. He'll bring it up underneath to O'Hearn. Lay in, no foul. That'll go on Meinholz, his third.
Boy, it was a great pass to Ethan. And a lot of contact at the rim on that last possession, I guess. I guess the official is saying that was verticality, that he had a right to that space. But, boy.
And I unfortunately didn't see it except for the roll of the ball off the rim. We get boxed out here by Coach Sem more often than not. We don't always see all of the play.
There was a lot of contact right at the point of shot. Not up by the ball, but body down below.
Cannon made the first and made the second. It's a one-point game again, 36-35.
But you don't get all the calls, right? Either way.
All right, here it comes. Burkhart into the front court for the Eagles. McCray over to the left side. Manning takes Tauber into the lane, comes to a stop. Kick out will go there to Seth Anderson. Working on top over to McCray. McCray sends it back over into the lane. Nesheim look for a pass. 10 seconds still. Anderson attacks into the lane and draws a foul.
Now it's 7 seconds on the shot clock. And a little ball fake early, and he just easily beat Ethan Bublitz left to the baseline. Got to be a little more solid. Stay in front of your man, right?
That's going to be 3 on Ethan now, so got to watch that one.
Now 14:54 to go. That's
inbound to McCray. They, of course, get 20 back on the shot clock. McCray into the lane, down the lane, blocked away by Fredrickson. Out to Dodge, on ahead Bublitz into the lane, down the lane, couldn't hit it again.
Layup after layup after layup.
And quickly, McCray at the other end sneaks in and scores a layup.
Yeah, you don't get 2, you should, and you give up 2. That's a 4-point turnaround right there. You can't keep giving points away and beat a team as good as La Crosse. You just can't do it.
Bublitz takes it into the lane. Off it'll go to Dodge. Double clutch. Laying good. And a foul.
Well, a chance to get this thing tied despite what seems sometimes is your best effort not to.
Yeah. We did get a trivia winner, Bryce Pelkey of Plover. By the way, that foul called on Burkhart, his first.
Yep.
Nate with a chance and misses a free throw to tie the game.
Boy, he just seldom if ever misses. So just a peculiar shooting game again, Scotty. We just
down by 1 is Stevens Point. That's 2 missed free throws.
Yeah, and layups and free throws. You can't give those away and expect to win.
Down to the baseline, Nesheim. The trivia answer was 1998, the last time La Crosse won here. Cut to the hoop. Manning goes up, no. Rebound inside, put back Nesheim, and he got it.
Well, good play by Nesheim. They just had more rebounders at the rim than we did.
Garrett Nelson, Pointers down 3 again.
And yet we could easily be up 3.
Yeah,
missed opportunities.
Dodge to the free throw line, kick to the corner, 3 for Drew Fredrickson, and we're tied.
There's the early offense. There's Drew Fredrickson.
Even at 40. Nice start to the second half. Long way to go. 13:29. Manning to McCray up on top to Nesheim.
Going to play a long time without Ethan Bublitz.
Timeout. Yeah, I think you will. Timeout, Eagles. 13:24 to go in the basketball game. We're going to stay right here. Again, the last time the Eagles won here, 1998, February of that year, they won by 1 point. And a string of, 26 games
20,
or something?
We're on a string right now, 26 games in a row on this floor.
A few of them were tournament games, and thus it got to the number it did.
Yeah. And again, they've had some nice teams over the years, and they just can't get that difficult win over here.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Well, last year, you may remember, Scotty, we won 66-64. They had a 3-point shot at the buzzer, right on an open 3-point shot that rimmed out. Otherwise, it would have ended a year ago.
Yep. Partners Pub, Stevens Point's birthday. Headquarters open 365 days a year. Great food, drinks, entertainment, and company. All right, Stevens Point comes back with Blake Durkee, Garrett Nelson, Drew Fredrickson, Cannon O'Hearn, and Brett Tauber.
See if the Eagles go inside to their stars, Meinholz and Manning.
Also in, Jack Cordes right now for the Eagles. Inbound, it'll come to Burkhart. Guarded by Garrett Nelson. Up on top, it'll go to Cordes. Cordes gets it to Manning. 10 on the shot clock, outside to Anderson. Over to Cordes, drives it inside, kicks out on the wing. Top of the circle, Burkhart with 3 seconds, spins into the lane, down the lane, and scores a layup. Gets by Garrett Nelson with no time on the clock.
And it all started with 4 seconds, and Garrett just wasn't strong enough.
42-40, 12:58 to go. Got to use your quickness and stay in front of him.
Yep.
Gave up an easy drive to the basket. Out to Drew. Fredericks into the free throw line, picks up the dribble, wanted Nelson to go backdoor, would have had an opportunity, didn't do it. Drew with 8 on the shot clock. Sends it into Tauber, backs his way into the lane, a little left-hand jump hook, got it.
Now they're going to have to play. Yep, they'll have to play Brett honestly now.
42 apiece. Burkhart up front, up on top to Manning. Anderson on the wing. Takes Fredrickson inside to Cordes now. Almost tipped away by Fredrickson. Cordes maintains possession to Burkhart. Nelson falls down. Burkhart in the lane, can't hit it. Nice rebound by Blake Erke.
Yep, in traffic.
He was strong there.
Yeah, dodged a bullet there. Garrett just slipped and fell down.
Fredrickson up front. Sends it across the way to Garrett Nelson. In the left side, it'll go to Cannon O'Hearn. O'Hearn taking Cordes down low on the baseline. No movement off the ball right now. Cannon spins inside, goes up, and the Pointers lead it.
Well, it's been a long time since the Pointers led. You got to go all the way back to 12-11.
44-42. Manning taking Tauber into the lane. Throws it on the wing to Cordes. Cordes dribbles back top of the circle. Left wing down to the corner. It'll go there. Manning again with it. Manning into the lane against Tauber. Spins. Goes glass. Can't hit it. Rebound to Erke. Sam Skoyan in, by the way, for the Eagles. Garrett Nelson to the circle. Hands it off to Cannon. Over it'll go to Fredrickson. Stevens Point by a pair. Tauber, right side, Garrett Nelson looking at Cannon down on the block. He steps out. Garrett gives it outside. Blake Erke now off to Drew to the top of the circle. Goes left. Garrett Nelson inside, outside to Drew. A deep three, going to be short. Rebound on the baseline to Burkhart. Burkhart into the front court. Pointers up by 2. It'll go to Anderson on the wing. Anderson, Ethan, by the way, into the lane. Dishes back to Manning through his hands, but he tracks it down. A step behind him. Anderson over to the right side, Cordes with the dribble to the right elbow. Sends it back to Burkhart. Burkhart into the lane, down the lane. Bad pass stolen away by Blake Erke. I don't know, did he fumble it or pass it out there?
Yeah, I think he was trying to gather for a pass and just lost control.
Fredrickson back out to Nelson, and Point wants a 30-second timeout. Maybe to get some shooters out there.
Yeah, again. I'm thinking I might get Nate Dodge back out there.
10:18 to go, and a 30-second timeout here for Stevens Point. Hilltop Pub and Grill, from burgers and fish fries to steak, salads, and wraps for a great meal with outstanding service. It is the Hilltop Pub and Grill, Main Street, Stevens Point. 44-42 Pointers with the advantage. Right now, Oshkosh leading Whitewater 53-47. Platteville 60-33 right now over Eau Claire. And River Falls on top of Stout 46-35. Our women, if I'm reading this score correct, well, now it won't come up, of course. So isn't that the way it goes? I thought it showed them back within 5. I'll try to track it down again.
Well, no, Nate's going to stay on the bench, but we are bringing in Brandon Spray, who is a very good shooter, Scotty. A little long.
All right.
He'll surprise, you know, you had to think Platteville was going to get rolling at some point, didn't you?
You thought so. It could have waited another week or so, couldn't it?
But I'm thinking they're coming in here Saturday, of course.
Yeah, they're going to...
Yep. Get them a couple more possessions rest.
Must-win situations now. Garrett Nelson on the right side to Tauber. Shot clock back down to 10. Pointers up by 2. Garrett Nelson dribbles down the right side of the lane. Bad pass stolen away by Anderson. Breakout down to the other end. Takes it into the lane, down the lane, and scores it.
Yeah, turnover.
Tried to force your way into the lane.
That's trying to respond to a shot clock that's going down, and his small size hurt there.
Yep, that's for sure. Too bad. We're tied at 44. Brandon Spray off to Drew Fredrickson. Got boxed out. Down on the low left side, it'll go to Cannon O'Hearn. Cannon lost the ball out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to La Crosse.
They say it went off Cannon's foot.
And now we'll get Bublitz and Dodge and Kerner back in.
Saying to the official, maybe it went off my foot, but he hacked me in order to do it.
All right. Pointers almost had 5 guys, 6 guys on the floor.
Well, that might help.
Well, that might help.
Drew's going to get a couple minute rest here, and he'll be right back out there.
McCray off on the right side to Meinholz back into the game. Goes right down the lane and scores.
Yep. And right against Brandon, who's right off the bench, cold. And that was way too easy.
46-44, 4 in a row now for the Eagles.
Yep, Brandon Spray sort of stood up there out on the arc and got beat on the first step.
Foul on Matt Kerner, his first. Meinholz to make it a 3-point lead, and he does.
Yeah, it looks like La Crosse has regained its edge now, doesn't it?
Yep.
Going to have to win this one at the end.
Bublitz over to the right side to Dodge into the corner. It'll go to Spray. Attacks, bounces it off. Cannon waits for the team, or for the double team. Goes to Bublitz. Lost on the baseline. Rebound Spray. Kick out Bublitz on the wing. Cannon just waited way too long. Had an easy layup again.
It was almost if he was looking to see who was going to come to guard him.
Over to Bublitz on the left side. Should have been an absolute bunny for Cannon O'Hearn. Deep shot for Dodge. Comes up short. Spray tried to track it down before it goes out of bounds.
And suddenly our offensive woes are back.
Well, you were in a rhythm, and
you took yourself out. Because you said it was a great pass from Brandon Spray to Cannon, and for no apparent reason, he just didn't shoot the layup.
McCray up front, right side, Meinholz.
We've got about 10 points of missed opportunities, Scotty, and in a close game, that's just too many.
Baseline drive inside Manning, a lot of contact without a foul. Spray with a rebound.
Yep.
Out it'll go to Bublitz.
Need a
missed
bucket.
Opportunities. You can't can't account for those, I guess, but goodness. Matt Kerner into the lane. Jump stop. Bounces it back out to O'Hearn. Without Drew Fredrickson, this offense just is not functioning. Cannon O'Hearn, long pass out to Kerner. Gets it back to Spray. Shot clock 4. He'll find Bublitz. Launches a 3 off the rim. No. Rebound tip. Picked up by Kerner down on the floor. Lost it. Picked up by Spray. Lost it into the hands of the Eagles. McCray up front. Over to the right side to Meinholz. These two teams are fighting hard. You got to say that.
Yep.
Awfully hard play here. Manning on the wing. Drives it into the lane. Got by Cannon. Scores a layup.
Yeah, that's those good forwards from the wing. See if we get a timeout here, Scotty. Things are kind of slipping away as they did at this very same point, you may remember, in the first half.
Timeout, Stevens Point. 7:33 to go. Stevens Point down by 5 after gaining the lead at 44-42. 7-0 run for the Eagles. Let's take the break. We'll come back. This is UW-Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Once you realize that you're standing inside of a
Go up and hit what should have been an absolute bunny off a beautiful feed. You end up throwing one at the hoop because you're running out of time on another possession. You have to have 22 on the floor. I guess that's the bottom line.
Yep, and La Crosse on the other end have got the ball in the hands of their scorers, their senior leaders.
Ethan Bublitz off the inbound. Pointers down 5. Need a bucket here. Stops his dribble and goes to Drew out on the wing. You've got your starters back in there. Cannon O'Hearn to a cutting dodge down the lane. Easy layup. His man fell down.
Well, there's a start.
Yep. Back within 3. Now get his stop. Come down. Get a little closer. Manning over to the right side. Finds Brooks. Takes the dribble and sends it across the way to Nesheim. All 10 starters back on the floor for the two teams. Meinholz pull-up jumper off the rim, but a backside rebound and a foul.
Drew Fredrickson didn't box out. He was on the backside, but he didn't put a body on Sam Burkhardt.
Fredrickson will get the foul. And
team foul number 4, Scotty?
Yeah.
Boy, they can't give second chances when you're trying to get back in a game.
You got him to miss one.
You got Meinholz to shoot from further out. He's not a great outside shooter.
Inbound, it'll come. Brooks over to the right side. Nesheim. Going to get an off-ball foul. Going to go on La Crosse.
It is, I think. Who's that going to be? Is that going to be on Manning posting against Brett Tauber?
Wait, we'll see, because I didn't pick up the... Yep.
That's what they got. His first foul is all. Well, they're at 7.
Point brings it up. Ethan Bublitz across the way to Nate Dodge. Pointers down 3. Cannon O'Hearn into the lane. Had the ball tipped away by Nesheim. Didn't protect it.
Nope.
Burkhardt out to Meinholz. Into the lane. Spins down. Scooping layup off the rim. Tipped once, no. And then tipped into the hands of Tauber.
And out of bounds.
Who was standing on the baseline.
Boy. It's a struggle, isn't it?
6:25 to go.
Just can't get in rhythm.
Some self-induced.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
49-46, and now the Eagles want to call a timeout. 6:25 to go. So the Eagles will take a time. 6:25 remains. And Stevens Point is down by 3 at the moment. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians that you can trust. Taking a look at some of our other games going on right now. Platteville 69, Eau Claire 49. It is Oshkosh 61, Whitewater 56, River Falls 53, Stout 45, and on the women's side, La Crosse 45, Stevens Point 35. And that gets you up to date as of right now. Pointer women will be at Platteville on Saturday. We'll have that broadcast for you. Matt Matano will head down there to Peeville and bring you that one about 2:50. And then we will have the Pointer men against Platteville right here, 7 o'clock tip-off on Saturday night here in the Quandt.
Well, Scotty, every possession in a basketball game is so important. But now with 6:25 to go, we virtually can't have any more empty possessions and turnovers. We're going to have to be rock solid from here on out if we're going to get a win.
Well, you got seniors out there. You expect that they're going to come through. Whether that equates to a win or not will remain to be seen. But yeah, you can't have missed opportunities.
Yeah, we expected a hard-fought game, and we've had that. Both teams playing their hearts out.
Oh, they are. Inbound, it'll come to Nesheim at the arc. Around the horn to Meinholz. You're going to see it in his hands a lot. Nesheim out on the left wing, guarded by Cannon. Gets it into the hand. Well, he'll back his way down to the paint against Cannon into the lane. Nice defense. Kick out to McCray. Runs baseline against Drew. Short jumper guy.
Tough. You know, he shows up at big moments. We're talking about McCray.
He's got 10 in the ball game and a 5-point lead. 5:57 to go.
Very quiet 10.
Brett Tauber just holding it on the wing. Picks up his dribble, comes right side to Ethan Bublitz into the lane. Pull up short jumper off the rim, no. Manning with a rebound.
Another empty possession. No time to go cold.
Pointer's only shooting 30-some% for the game.
Yeah.
Again. Anderson out on the left wing, takes his man inside, goes out on the wing now to Manning. Back to Meinholz, 10 on the shot clock. Trying to work into the lane, kick out. Nesheim open three, left it short, tip. Manning out of bounds. Pointer basketball.
Pointers wanted an over-the-back call, didn't get it. Yep,
let it be physical.
That was off of Brandon Manning. His long arms.
5-point La Crosse advantage, 5:17 to go here.
And we've scored just 2 points in the last 5 minutes.
Yep. Got up 44-42 and, been outscored 9-2. Bublitz over to Drew Fredrickson. Need a basket on this possession. Anything. Need some points. Nate Dodge on the left wing backing in against McCray. Here comes the double team. Sends it out to O'Hearn. Back to Nate. 3-ball. Buried.
Well, much needed. You're down 2.
51-49. McCray finds Meinholz. He'll go left to Manning. Underneath, wide open somehow.
Yep.
You lost Meinholz.
They set him up on a high screen, and Brett Tauber trailed him, and that's all the space he needed.
53-49.
Got a net caught up on the rim.
All right.
Well, lots of time to go. You're down 4. But again, your margin for error is getting smaller as every second ticks off the clock.
Pointers with the ball. Ethan Bublitz up on top. Goes left to Drew Fredrickson at the arc. And he'll give it off to Cannon O'Hearn, who is going to take a shot and make one here. Bublitz on the left side. Takes it into the lane. Spins down the lane. He'll finish with a basket.
Well, good attack of the rim. They cleared the left side. Ethan worked one-on-one, got 2.
His first basket of the second half. Missed a couple of layups. Meinholz into the lane. Pull-up jumper off the rim, but a foul.
Oh, boy, he just wills his way.
Take it over.
Yeah, he just pushes his way in, wills his way in. Nothing new. We've watched that for 4 years, haven't we?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Senior out of Oconomowoc.
But that'll put Meinholz at the line for 2 free ones.
Here's the problem, is when you foul them, they virtually don't miss. 85% free throw shooter.
First one on the way for Meinholz is good.
La Crosse is now
3.
Yeah, perfect 9 out of 9 tonight for the Eagles. They have yet to miss.
Another one coming up could give his squad a 4-point lead again, and he does.
Those are the things that win games
51.
right there.
That's exactly right. Bublitz into the front court. Who's going to win this one? Very important for the Pointers. Bublitz at the arc, into the lane, down the lane. Looked like a hold. And then a foul is going to be finally whistled.
Boy, it came late, too.
Yeah, it sure did.
Ethan was sort of forcing his way into the paint. A lot of La Crosse hands there. I thought they were going to defend it cleanly. Foul came late. Well, now Ethan is going to have to hit a bonus.
Yep.
Just saw 2 big free throws on the other end. Can you hit 2 here to keep yourself within a bucket?
Tanner Brooks with his 4th personal, by the way. 4 of 5 at the line so far for Ethan tonight. And the first of a 1-and-1 on the way, and he left it short.
That was short right off the hands.
Yep. So the only 2 he has missed, front ends of bonus.
Yeah, Ethan's struggling with himself, I think, Scotty.
Yeah, he is. He wants to be back where he was 2 years ago, and it's not happening yet.
You can see the frustration on his face. It's
Brooks
not happening.
Top to Meinholz. 4-point La Crosse lead. McCray into the lane, down the lane. Tough shot off the rim. No. Rebound Tauber. Big board for the Pointers. Off it'll go to Fredrickson. Front court at the arc. Stops up, sends it over to Tauber. Looks left, looks right. Still holds it. Finally to Bublitz. Out to Drew. Takes it to the top of the circle. Finds Dodge. They step out on him. Nate starts a drive into the lane. Fumbled it. Got it back. 15-footer offline. Rebound tip. Meinholz with the board.
1 and done.
Inside. 3 minutes to go. Down 4.
Just not shooting the ball well.
And now La Crosse is going to take a timeout. They want to talk about this opportunity. 2:51 to go. Timeout, Eagles. Let's take a 30-second break. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing La Crosse 55, Point 51. Plan your before or after game get-together at the final score, second to Maria Stevens Point. We'll be right back. Pointers basketball on WPCN.
If you're suffering from hip, knee, or shoulder pain, visit the specialist at Stevens.
Be spectacular. You got to be solid. And we've missed some important front ends of bonuses. We've missed 4 or 5 bunny layups. And those are the solid things you just have to do. And we have not done those things and missed opportunities. You find yourself down 4 and in danger of losing your second game on your home floor.
Yep. All right, Eagles will have it. They have 23 on the shot clock, 2:51 on the game clock, and inbound it'll come to McCray. Hands it off to Meinholz.
Gonna run that weave out in front.
Take some time.
Yep.
Time's on their side, in essence, right now. Brucks out to McCray, 10 on the shot clock, trying to get inside the arc. Pulls up from 16 offline, and the rebound's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be off of Point.
It is. Oh, they're going to give it to us.
I don't think. Are they really?
I thought
that was tipped by Brett Tauber.
I thought it was off of Brett Tauber, clearly.
I think he knows it is. He's just kind of getting away from that spot.
Brett didn't get his hands up quick enough. That shot came. I don't think he even knew it was in the air. That's a case of teammate not yelling shots.
Yep. Up on top, Tauber over to the left side. That was a break. It'll go to Drew Fredrickson. Point needs a basket here. Drew holds it outside. Tauber into the hands of Nate Dodge. Left side, Fredrickson, 3, no. And the rebound to Manning, and he is fouled by Tauber.
That won't be a shooting foul. That'll be team foul number 6. So from this point forward, both teams will shoot. Well, another big 3, another big miss.
Yep, that was an open look for Drew.
Yep. Pointers.
Didn't go.
Pointers just 6 of 20 from behind the three-point line tonight.
What we thought was going to be a big part of the game has not been so far this year. McCray into the front court. Stops his dribble and goes to Meinholz. Look for him. He'll drive it into the lane. Pulls up. Doesn't shoot it. Brooks off. It'll go to McCray. They will take clock when possible. Into the right corner. Sends it back out. Neshon. McCray right side. Drives baseline. Fell down with it. Picked up by Bublitz. On ahead. Nate Dodge launches the 3 off the front of the rim. Long rebound. Ethan Bublitz into the lane. He is fouled. Now you have to make free throws.
Yeah, this will still be a bonus. This is team foul number 9. That foul is going to be on Neshon. You know, La Crosse has waited for you, Scotty, and we have not taken advantage of it. It's not like they have absolutely lit you up either. I mean, they have scored since the 7:33 mark. They have only scored 6 points themselves.
Ethan getting a little time to tie his shoe.
Yeah, so
Burkhart will come in replacing Brooks.
In 6 minutes, they have scored but 6 points, and we haven't closed the lead down.
1:35 to go. Front end of a 1-and-1 for Ethan Bublitz. First one out of the way is good. Gets his team within 1 possession at 55-52. To make this a 2-point game if he hits here.
A lot of strategy. See who dials up what here down the stretch.
All right. Back within 2. Minute 34 to go. La Crosse will bring it up. Into the front court. Left side, it'll go to Manning. Up on top to Burkhart. Burkhart working the dribble toward the right side. Keeps the dribble alive, gets it into the hands of Meinholz. Long outside, it'll go there to Manning. Manning looked at a cutter, finds Meinholz, 7 on the shot clock. Meinholz going to launch a 3, and he got it! And the Eagles will get a quick timeout. They lead it by 5.
Wow, big 3. Just a 21% three-point shooter, Scotty, coming in here on the years. Meinholz just 7 of 32 from behind the arc coming into tonight's game.
Well, I'll tell you,
don't get any bigger than that one.
No. And big players make big shots.
Yep.
Do they not?
Yep, they've been in that circumstance a lot of times.
They have a belief, I think, that, okay, yeah, I'll do this. And lo and behold, there it is. Paper City Savings, proud supporter of our community with locations in Plover, Wisconsin Rapids, as well as Nakusa. La Crosse up by 5 right now, and if they win this one, they are 2 games ahead of you in the conference.
Yeah, there's a case, you would have bet that Meinholz, with the shot clock running down, was going to put that ball on the floor and force his way in, hoping to get fouled and get to the free throw line. And what does he do? He changes up on you, steps back, and hits a straightaway 3. I guess if you're going to shoot a 3, they say the straightaway ones are the best.
Do they? Honestly?
Yeah.
Okay. I hadn't heard that one, but I can believe it.
Well, you got the glass straight behind you.
Sure.
I don't think great shooters much worry where the glass is.
58-53.
They're looking at the front of the rim or the back of the rim, not where the glass is.
La Crosse has the advantage here. Big possession again for Point. That one, when he stepped back to launch it, I thought, okay, because he's not a great 3. And of course, right in the bottom of the net.
Yeah, not statistically. By the way, I heard that on ESPN the other night. I won't use it again.
That's got to be
that straightaway thing. That guy didn't know what he's talking about either. All right, well, big possession here. You have to score. Otherwise, you're going to be in a circumstance where you have to foul.
Pointers into the front court, down by 5. Ethan Bublitz into the lane, goes to O'Hurd. Right back to Ethan, working out on the left side of the floor. Finds Drew Fredrickson into the lane. Off to Ethan, pull-up jumper, banks it down home. 3-point ball game, 58-55.
You don't have to foul
bring
here.
It up.
You just need to stop.
Bounce pass off to Neshai. 45, about 20 seconds between game and shot clock right now. McCray on the wing to Meinholz. Meinholz, big push off. Fumbled away, picked up by Nate Dodge. He'll hustle it up the floor, takes it to the lane, scores the layup. A 1-point game and 33 seconds to go.
La Crosse would have been better off had they called the charge.
Yeah.
Because that allowed the ball to go loose and us to get a transition too.
And now a timeout, Stevens Point, with 32.8 seconds to go. And this is a full timeout. But I think we'll stay right here.
Well, now this is a tough situation because if you do nothing to disrupt the La Crosse, if you do not foul, then they can take this down to where you would get the ball out with but 2.8 seconds to go.
And then if they hit one right at the horn, then you're in trouble.
Right, and even if they don't, you've got to go 90 feet in less than 3 seconds to hit a game winner. So this is a tough coaching decision. Do you foul early, or do you just play it straight up and hope to get a rebound?
All right, and do you foul a non-shooter? If you know somebody's not quite as good of a free throw shooter when they come out, do you search that guy? It's a 1-point game. You'd be sending them to the line with a front end of a 1-and-1.
Right, and you do not want to foul Meinholz, 86%, Manning, 85%, Talvish McCray, 69%, Nesheim is but 62%. So you've got a couple guys in the 60s, and that's as best you're going to get. Tanner Brooks, if he's on the floor, he's an 88% free throw shooter. So if you're going to foul,
go to Ethan Anderson.
Yep. And what is Anderson?
Young freshman.
Anderson is a 73% free throw shooter. So if you're going to
come full court,
if you're going to foul, I might just go after McCray. Because he's going to have the ball.
It'll be McCray.
Yeah, and he's going to have the ball in his hands, but not anymore.
Right back to Meinholz. Long cross court to McCray. Pointers down 1. Final seconds of the ball game. Meinholz with the dribble over to the right side. Gets by Ethan. Takes it inside. Throws it back on the perimeter. They're just taking clock. Out on top, it'll go to Meinholz, and you're going to get a reaching foul on Meinholz. Why did you wait and get it to their best free throw shooter?
I don't understand that whole possession. If you were going to foul, then why wouldn't you foul when there's more time? We had 32.8 seconds. If you're going to foul, then foul right away. And the ball was in McCrae's hand 3 different times. So if that's your strategy, why do you run 20 and then foul their best free throw shooter?
Now, even if he makes both, you're still down 3, but you only have 11 seconds, and they're going to obviously pressure the three-point arc. Front end of the 1-and-1, and he got it.
I mean, it
makes no sense.
I'm a little baffled by the whole strategy there. You let 20 seconds go, and you end up fouling a great free throw shooter when McCrae had that ball 3 times. Not that McCrae's not a good free throw shooter, but he was your better choice.
He misses that one. It's a 2-point ball game. Pointers with a chance to tie. Bublitz into the lane. Hit the bottom of the basket. Tauber kicks it out, and a bad pass from Fredrickson, and this game is over.
Drew had the 3, and he didn't shoot it.
He passed up an open look to try to get it to Nate Dodge, and La Crosse has ended a 20-year losing streak on the Quandt Fieldhouse floor.
Just didn't make a good decision at the end. Ethan out of control going to the basket, and then somehow miraculously we were able to get that loose ball, and Drew just didn't pull the trigger.
61-57. By the way, Tanner Brooks made a layup at the horn after the steal. La Crosse wins it 61-57. Needless to say, they will be happy, 5-0 in the league and 2 games out in front of the senior-laden UW-Stevens Point Pointers. 61-57 your final. We'll be back here in the Quandt in a couple of minutes. UW-Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCS.